Okay, I'm live on Instagram. I should be live here on, yes, I am, on everything else. Perfect. Here I am. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So, for anybody who's new to my world, I am Cheryl of Spiritual Guide Cheryl. I am a spiritual medium and I am a mediumship mentor, which means I have the gift and the ability to connect and communicate with spirit, giving spirit a voice, as well as I work with and support ladies who are struggling with their abilities to help them to become confident mediums and successful business owners. Okay, so here we are. Today I want to talk about, I gotta, I had a wicked bad cold just before Christmas, and I've still got that lingering cough. So bear with me. Okay. So today I wanted to talk to everybody Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Hello, hello. If you're here, drop in a hello, drop in a hi, say hello to me. Would love to know that you're here. So, anyways, I am here to talk to you about doing readings by donation. Anybody here do readings by donation? Anybody? Anybody? I know I used to. I I I mean years ago, I certainly used to. I thought that doing donations was the end thing. Because I just wanted to use my abilities so bad to help people that I got something in my mouth. That I didn't care if you couldn't pay for it. I didn't care. I just wanted to do readings, period. Okay, so however, I have since learned a thing or two about doing, first of all, free readings, but we're not here to talk about that, and readings by donation. Now, let me just explain some things, first of all. So, doing readings by donation, three reasons. Hello, hello, Amira. I think that's how you say your name, Amira. So, three reasons doing readings by donation is killing you. So, the first reason is number one, you aren't owning your expertise, you aren't owning your abilities. And your abilities are amazing. Your abilities are amazing because do you know what? Everybody's born with this ability. Everybody's born to be able to do this 100% fact, yes. However, and this is a big however, not everybody does this, nor should they be doing this. There's only some, and I'm talking worldwide, right? Worldwide. There's only some people that should be doing this. And the people that are here that are taking this seriously are doing this. It's not hard to develop. It's not hard to train. It's not hard to learn. How much is donation? Whatever. I mean, whatever people want to donate. You're doing readings by whatever people are going to donate to you, like you're a charity. And I don't agree with that because you're not a charity. So, anyways, I'm talking worldwide, right? Worldwide. There's many, many, many billions, trillions of people on this planet, right? Not everybody is amazing. Not everybody understands what it is to be a medium, do readings, and have amazing messages and validations with these readings. So, yes, we're born with this ability, but not everybody should be doing this. And I'm not saying that people that are doing this shouldn't be doing this. I think it's amazing that if you wake up one morning, because this is what happened to me. I had a spiritual awakening after we lost my stepdad. So if you wake up one morning, you're like, oh my God, like, what is this? What's happening? And you want to learn how to be a medium? Oh my God, like, learn how to be a medium. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing career. It's an amazing thing to do. It's an amazing skill set to have. It's amazing. So anybody that can and wants to should, 100%. But that doesn't mean everybody should. Therefore, this is sacred. This is special. This is amazing to be able to have this ability, to be able to use your ability, and to be able to help people with your ability. So I'm asking you to step into that power, step into your abilities and own it. Own it like a boss. Own it like you're supposed to be here. Own it like you are helping people with a plan, with action. Own it. Do it, right? So when you're asking people to book in a session with you, and they say to you, oh my God, okay, Cheryl, yes, I'd love to book in a session with you, but I don't have any money. I have no money. I can't afford to pay you. I have no money. I can't pay rent. My car was just repoed. I don't have any money to pay you. And a lot of us healers, we cave and we're like, okay, especially if we're empathic, if we're empaths, okay, whatever you can pay me. Sometimes it's even free, but whatever you can pay me, whatever, okay. Now that's telling your client, okay, yes, you need to heal, and I can help you with that. 100%, I can help you with that. However, you can't pay me, so I guess my services aren't that important to me. Because if you need help and I can help you and I'm going to help you no matter what, I'm going to take all of my policies, all of my expertise, all of my abilities, and I'm going to throw them out the window because you need help. Okay, perfect. So what would you like to pay me? Now, when you're asking your client, what would you like to pay me? You might as well hang up your ability certificate and go get a job. Seriously. Because if you're asking your client, what would you like to pay me? You're asking them, what am I worth to you? What is my abilities worth to you? You're handing over your power to your client. And everything that you have worked so hard with your abilities, that you've worked so hard on with your abilities, you just threw it out the window by asking your client, what am I worth to you? What's it worth to you? $5? $20? You can get a jug of milk for $5. I'm only worth a jug of milk. $20? $50? That's it. Okay. But you go to a counselor. You go to a therapist. You go to a hairdresser. You go to a tattoo parlor. You go to any restaurant that isn't fast food. You go to any store that sells anything, Walmart, Costco, any of that. And I promise you that you walk in the door and you walk up to the manager and you say, hey, Mr. Manager, hey, you know what? I need this cartload of groceries. I need this cartload of stuff I really don't need, but I don't have any money to pay for it. Can I offer you $20? Mr. Manager is going to look at you and say, lady, you've got exactly 5 minutes to get out of my store or I'm calling the police. You can't walk into a restaurant and order steak and lobster and say, hey, waitress lady, I see you got steak and lobster on the menu for $50, $100, whatever it is. You know what? I don't have the money to pay for that, but can I offer you $20 for it? The waitress is going to call the manager is going to call the police. If you walk into the grocery store and say, hey, you know what? I got a cart full of groceries here, but I don't have the money to pay for it. Can I offer you $20? The manager is going to say, get out of the store. Nowhere on this planet are you going to walk into a building that offers services or products. I don't care what it is, where it's at, what it's called. Nowhere on this planet are you going to walk in there and say, hey, I really, really like this, and I really, really want it, but I don't have the money for it. Can I offer you $20? And they're going to wholeheartedly say, yep, perfect, sold. Accepting for mediums. The 3 reasons why doing donation readings are killing you is you are not owning your expertise. You're allowing your clients to tell you what you and your business are worth. And it's killing your business by doing free or readings by donation. 100%. 100%. And if you are one of them that are sitting back and you're like, you know what, Cheryl, this is a gift from God, and I'm going to give it all away. Everything I own, it's all going to be given away. It's a gift from God. Yep. 100%. Not wrong. However, let me explain this a little bit to you. Do you think that Beyonce, and I use her as an example all the time, do you think Beyonce woke up one morning and said, hey, I can sing and I'm a good singer and I will bring music and happiness and joy to the world. But first, I'm going to give it all away and I'm going to just go and I'm going to sing and nobody needs to pay me. So I'm going to go rent all these stadiums and I'm going to go and sing on stage for all these hundreds of thousands of people every day or whatever she does every year anyway. And I'm not going to charge anything except what they can afford. So if they're going to offer me $5, great. If they're going to offer me $20, great. Yeah, no, actually, you're going to pay the ticket or you're not getting in. Hockey players, athletes, musicians, all of them have God-given gifts. I can't get on the ice and go skate on an NHL hockey game, and I can't score goals. I can't do that. That is not my God-given gift. I can't get on the stage like Beyonce and sing to billions and billions of people. I can't do that. I can sing, but I sure as hell ain't getting on stage and singing in front of thousands of people. I can promise you that right now. I haven't even picked up a guitar since I was a child, so I sure as hell cannot play a musical instrument. I cannot shoot hoops and score points with basketball. I sure as hell can't do any of that stuff. God-given gifts, same God, same gifts, different people, different gifts, but you get the idea. And do you think that they're going to go and play basketball, play hockey, go sing for billions of people, whatever, for donations? 100% no. So why do us mediums think and feel that we have to do either free readings or readings by donation? Excuse me as I hiccup there. Why do we feel like we have to use our precious energy, precious abilities that God gave us, just like God gave McDavid his, and if you don't know who McDavid is, he's a hockey player on Edmonton Oilers, gave McDavid his amazing skills and abilities to play an amazing hockey game and score. Have you seen this boy play? Have you seen this boy play? I have seen this boy play. I have a husband who's big time NHL. My son is big time NHL. And if you've ever seen McDavid play, you'll have a clear idea of what I'm talking about. McDavid is a hell of a hockey player. I sure as hell can't get on the ice and do that. And a lot of the NHL players that are on the ice can't do that. So same God giving different people their gift. My gift is being a medium and teaching about mediumship. McDavid's gift is being an amazing hockey player. Beyonce's gift is being an amazing singer. Garth Brooks' gift is being an amazing singer. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Right, Danielle? Right? The list just goes on and on and on about the gifts that we are given at birth when we are born, and then we grow up and we kind of get into these abilities and start learning and start training and start developing and start using and then start getting paid. So doing readings by donation, you are telling your clients, I'm not worthy because I'm going to ask you to determine how worthy I am. I'm going to ask you to decide how good I am at this. And I'm going to ask you to tell me how good I am at this. Now, a lot of people, a lot of us ladies that are mediums, let me tell you why. Let me kind of get into why we feel this way. Now, the reason that we feel doing free readings or readings by donation is because there hasn't been proper development, which means there hasn't been proper confidence built. And it's not necessarily that you need to practice your abilities doing mediumship readings. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we need to do mediumship readings. Yes. We don't need to practice. What are you practicing? you don't know what you're practicing until you're doing it. So what are you practicing? If you don't understand what you're doing, how can you practice doing it? So the first thing that needs to happen is development. That, for some odd reason, is so far and few between, I can't even explain it. I know that there's mediumship circles everywhere. And in my opinion, and I've said that, I stressed that, in my opinion, mediumship circles are worse than training. The reason I say that, I don't like mediumship circles. I don't like them, and I don't agree with them at all. I said it loud and clear. I will repeat it if you need it repeated. Mediumship circles tend to throw a lot of brand new mediums into tailspins. They feel like they have to go into comparison mode because they're seeing amazing mediums do amazing readings, and they aren't anywhere near there yet. So now they're in comparison mode. Now they feel deflated. Now they feel like they're never going to get there. Now they feel like they're going to walk up a mountain that is going to be a huge mountain to climb. So what ends up happening is people go to these circles, whether in person. And when I was doing my mediumship developing, we're talking years ago. Online wasn't even a thing then. So of course it's all in person, and you're looking at everybody who's amazing and who has had businesses going. So, I mean, because of all levels come into these things, and ends up happening is it's just a great big social gathering because everybody's all happy and talking about whatever they did the night before or whatever they did last weekend. So it's just a great big social gathering. And a lot of mediums that are struggling go into comparison mode and feel like they're never going to get where they want to be. And a lot of them give up. And I've seen it happen time and time and time and time and time again. So I don't like or agree with mediumship circles. So how else do you develop, Cheryl? You're asking me. Okay. First of all, I have developed amazing programs to teach mediums how to develop because I was in that struggle of where do I develop? How do I do this? How does this happen? Where does this work? So I developed programs to teach you. And let me tell you right now, I've got a program that is self-study, meaning you go through it at your own pace. It's $50. If you're serious about your abilities, $50 is a pinch of an investment to learn how to be a medium. So I don't, and I'm going to be very blunt right now, I don't want to hear that you can't afford it, because $50 to learn how to be a medium, to learn how to be a medium, to do mediumship readings and bring in money, like that's a no-brainer, especially when you're going to charge $150 for a reading, for one reading. Your first reading out of the gate, you're going to charge $150. And all I'm charging was $50 to learn how to be a medium. So I don't want to hear any excuses, and I'm being very dead serious right now because I've heard nothing but excuses for a lot of years of how people are too scared to move forward with their abilities because they're too scared to do a reading because they don't have the confidence to do the reading. Christina, you're interested, message me, okay? Message me. We'll get you going with that 100%. Now, the biggest number one reason mediums are afraid to do readings and charge for the readings, the number one reason, here it is: confidence. If you had unwavering confidence, telling your clients that you're charging $150 for a reading wouldn't even faze you. They either paid or they don't. And you've got a calendar full of people who are happy to pay you $150. Therefore, to tell people that you charge $150 to do a reading, you're going to stand in that power. You're going to stand in that confidence. You're going to accept the $150 for the reading They're going to come in and they're going to get the reading, and you are going to knock it out of the park. The number one reason that mediums are scared to do readings, and if you're not scared to do readings, are you scared to charge $150 per 30-minute reading? And if that answer is yes, there's still confidence issues. That's the number one struggle. Confidence. And rightfully so, because like I just mentioned, there's hardly anything for training. There's hardly anything for development. There's a few different programs that are offered out there, including my own, but I know for a fact that they don't teach you how to be medium and a business owner seeing paying clients. A lot of them are mediumship circles. Come on in here. Let's chat. Let's have a couple of drinks. Let's do some mediumship readings. And you're going to leave here feeling like a whole bunch of self-doubt after you've spent the last 2 hours here, because you now feel in comparison mode to everybody else that's been in here. And then you go look on YouTube. You go look on Google. You go look at all of those places. And what do you find? They don't answer your questions. So you head on over to the bookstore and get a whole bunch of books that still don't answer all your questions. You look online and you're going to see group here, group there, picture posted here. What are you getting? Picture posted here. What are you getting? Picture post. And if you go do all of those groups, and if you do all the readings that you're going to do, you're going to be exhausted by the end of the day. That is exhausting. So understanding that confidence, hello, Kelly. So understanding that confidence is the number one killer of mediums. Confidence is the number one killer of mediumship business. And if you feel like, yeah, I could sit down and do a reading, 100% I'll sit down and do a reading. But are you willing to charge $150 to do the reading? And if that answer is no, then you're not ready to do a mediumship reading, 100%. I'm direct and I'm blunt, and that's how I go. That's how I roll. So if you don't have the confidence and you would rather do free readings or do readings by donation, I really encourage you to get some support to teach you how to do a proper mediumship reading, so that you are unwavering in your confidence and say, my readings are $150 and my calendar is full. I've got many, many, many people that are interested to pay $150 for an amazing reading that I know I can deliver 100%. Even if you looked me in the face and said, no, that's wrong. That's not what's going to happen. Or that's not right. That doesn't sound right to me. You know for a fact that you trust Spirit, and Spirit's not going to let you down. So whatever the client's going to tell you, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your confidence isn't going to tank at all. You're standing confident in your abilities. You're standing confident in your power. Therefore, being a medium and seeing paying clients who are happy to invest in you, to get some amazing messages and some amazing healing, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. It's amazing. It's amazing. So if you feel like you're too scared to do readings and get paid for them, if you are too scared to do readings and charge $150, then that's a serious confidence issue that needs to be addressed. And a lot of times to address that, it's all about the developing, the training, and the support. That is what is needed and necessary. And I've gone through this whole thing. We had my stepdad crossed over very unexpectedly. This is what started my spiritual awakening. So until that happened, until we lost my stepdad, very unexpectedly, I didn't even know there was such a thing as this stuff. I didn't know if there was anything spiritual. I seen tarot cards. I've heard of them, but I wanted nothing to do with it. To me, it was big, bad, and scary. So we lost my stepdad. And things started moving. Things started shifting. And of course, he was leading the way. And I didn't know that at the very time. But looking back on it, of course, now I know, right? But moving forward, I had to learn. First of all, I had to even know this was a thing. First of all, I had to know this was even a thing. I didn't know it was even a thing. To me, this is all big, bad, and scary because that's what TV taught me, movies taught me. When we lost my stepdad, he's the one that led the way. And I was feeling more and more at peace, and more like the pieces of the puzzle were coming together. Like this was the right fit. Something was missing, and this was that thing. So continued to move forward. Didn't know how to do mediumship readings. I learned finally. I finally found a mentor to teach me. So I went through her program, learned how to do this. I have not looked back. And do you know what? And I'm being completely honest with you as well, is when I was learning how to be a medium and going through the training and going through getting the support that I needed. I'm hiccuping. Oh, excuse me. I'm hiccuping here. I was working at the time, like a job. I went out to a job. I was driving a school bus at the time. One of the other drivers caught wind that this is what I'm doing. I'm learning. And my mentor at the time told me to charge $250 per hour. So I did. I didn't know anything different. I didn't know that people are too scared to charge. I didn't know that. Like I was just told, okay, Cheryl, you're amazing. This is great. One of the other drivers caught wind. This is what I'm doing. And she's telling every driver, all the drivers are coming to me saying, hey, I want a reading. How much you charge. And I said, $250. And they're like, okay, when can I come in? Nobody batted an eye. Nobody. And I get this was a different time. Totally. I get that. We've gone through pandemic and all the rest of it. However, that doesn't mean that nobody has the money to invest, because I'm promising you, they do. Have you seen tattoo parlors? Have you seen hairdressers? Have you seen restaurants that are packed to the nuts? I go to Red Deer to see my son because that's, pardon me, that's where he lives, is in Red Deer. And I go there. I need a hotel, obviously, because I got to stay somewhere. I rent a hotel. The hotel's packed, and it's $150 a night to be there, especially with my dog. The hotel's packed. The restaurants that we go to, and we don't go to fast food restaurants. I want to sit down. I want to have a conversation with my son and my family. And I'm not just going to go to run to McDonald's where there's kids screaming. And I got nothing against McDonald's and kids screaming. That's not what I want while I'm having supper with my son. So we go to places like Moxie's and Montana's and Eastside Mario's and that kind of thing. Let me tell you, by the time I walk out of there with me and my son, I'm looking at about a $75 bill. And it's packed. There's a waiting list to get in. And another restaurant, Olive Garden. Have you ever tried to get into Olive Garden? I have been to the one in Saskatoon, and it's an hour-long wait. My husband and I go. We're talking $75 by the time we walk out the door. And it is an hour-long wait to get in the door. It's packed to the nuts. Have you ever been to Costco? Have you ever been to Walmart? They're packed to the nuts. So you can't, and hairdressers, have you ever tried to get into your hairdresser? You're looking at a week minimum. And my hairdresser, and I'm in a small town, and my hairdresser charges $120. If I went to the city and got done what she does, I'm looking at $300. And they're packed to the nuts. It's weeks, plural, to get in to the hairdresser. So if you are hung up and spinning out about people don't have money, I challenge you to go to your nearest hairdresser, the nearest restaurant, the nearest Costco, the nearest hotel, the nearest tattoo parlor, and tell me again people don't have money. And during the pandemic, or just shortly thereafter, my husband and I went to the States, and I've always wanted to see SeaWorld. So off we go to SeaWorld in Florida. The place was packed to the nuts, and it was $125 for a child entry fee, $150 for a parent, for an adult entry fee. And I'm looking at a mile-long lineup. Like, you know how they have the maze, right? The maze. It's packed out to the parking lot of families trying to come in to SeaWorld at 150 per pop per adult, 125 per child. And they've got 3 children, 2 adults. So tell me again, people don't have money. And to be completely transparent, that getting hung up on money, that, and I challenge you to look at yourself for that. Is that a lack mindset that you're projecting, or is it reality? Is it something you're projecting? Because I do get it. Some people don't have money. I get it. But I can promise you that the majority of the population has money. And I can promise you that after they get this amazing reading that you've just spent an hour with them and they've given you $20 whole for, that they've just gone out and taken their family off to the Moxie's or the Montana restaurant and laid down $100 and $150 for supper that night. Tell me again, people don't have money. Tell me again. All right. I'm really, really hoping that you got a lot out of this live today. I'm really, really hoping that I don't hear any more about donations. I really, really, really hope that you guys are stepping into your power, into your abilities, into your business. Own it. Own it. And if you don't know how to own it, then maybe support, training, development would be the next step to take. And that is where I would come in. 100%, I can teach you how to be medium, and medium who sees paying clients. And not for $20, for $150. Now, if you're a medium, you're like, you know what? I really want to help people. It's time to be a medium, but I work full time and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to focus my time on my abilities and see paying clients. Do you think charging $20 per client is going to be sustainable? No, not a chance. Not a chance. So if you're charging $150, you're owning your abilities, you're confident in your abilities, and you're using this as your livelihood, you're going to have to charge more than $20. And if you're not even charging the $20, you're allowing them to donate the $20. I'm really, really, really asking you and hoping that you will step into your abilities, step into your power, step into you. Because, hey, Erin, because it is that important. It is that important. Okay, guys, I'm really hoping that you got a lot out of this live, because it really, really is that important. It's really just that important to understand that your business is your business and not your client to tell you how good you are or what you're worth to them. And if they're only handing you $20 or $50 for an hour-long reading, and a lot of the times the readings go over the hour, and if they're only handing you $50, to me, that's a slap in the face. I've just spent over an hour of my life with you, giving you amazing validations from spirit. I've used my precious energy that I need to live my day-to-day life. And you've just given me $50. Like, what a slap in the face. To me, that's my opinion. I would like you to charge what you're worth. I'm here to see you succeed. I am here to help you to succeed. 100%. And if you need help, all you got to do is reach out. I invite you to reach out. Message me, comment, find me. I can definitely get you from the struggling medium who doesn't have the confidence to an amazing medium who doesn't waver in her confidence. Huge difference. Huge difference. All right. Kept you long enough today. Thank you for coming in. I will see you next Wednesday. Put it on your calendar. I'm here every Wednesday live, excepting for the last is it the last Wednesday of January and the first Wednesday of February, because I'm going to Hawaii and I'm going to be so excited to be in Hawaii. I might even do it live from Hawaii. That might be something cool to do. So I am living my life. I'm an amazing medium. I'm an amazing mentor, and I can teach you how to do the same thing. And I'm going to Hawaii at the end of this month. So if you also would like to live the life of your dreams, contact me. Awesome. Much love, and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.